Getting ziggy with it. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 213, the 13th chapter of Guys. Cerebus is about to punch Bear out for insulting the women of his life when Ziggy, Bear's ex, appears at the bar. Bear's immediately back in love with her like no time has passed between them. The sickeningly sweet reunion starts with the pair being lovey-dovey, but soon Ziggy's fangs come out as she demands Bear get her a drink. The guys all know the score. They've been through this before, and Bear desperately tries to curry her favor by pleasing her, even as she changes her mind at the drop of a hat about what she likes to drink. The couple has red wine instead of her usual white, and Bear pretends to enjoy it until he notices Ziggy finds it repulsive. He even nearly comes to blows with Harrison, but luckily Ziggy suggests they head upstairs together instead. Once Bear and Ziggy depart, Mick reveals it's time for him to head south. Cerebus is about to argue his departure when Richard George appears suddenly, trying to warn everybody that Ziggy has been sighted and they should lock up Bear before she arrives, only to learn that he's too late and that it must be time for all of them to head south. Cerebus is about to argue again when Gently Bent gets them to uncork his mouth. He pleads with them to let him go, promising to go north instead, admitting that Ziggy's laughter is too much for even his most sadomasochistic tendencies. Gently Bent takes off, Mick and Richard George depart, and Harrison waits out until the end of his shift. And as soon as time's up, he also leaves to head south, giving Cerebus a quick goodbye. Completely forgotten and abandoned by his former friends, Cerebus sits at the bar for a while, until the next morning when he's awakened by a joyful Bear, who's also headed south with Ziggy very soon. Cerebus cuts right to the heart of the matter and tells Bear that it won't work out with Ziggy, like it never does. How will Bear react to being told this truth? And just like that, Guys loses its roster of guys. Bear becomes patient zero for the latest love epidemic, and the guys take off before it spreads to them too. It's a pretty bold move, taking away so much of what this phone book has been about 5 or 6 chapters before the end, but it is believable and does work, since they did establish Ziggy as far back as one of the first chapters of Guys. So it's been a long time coming. It was inevitable, and to be blunt, love ruins everything. Relationships do get in the way of friendships. That is more the rule than the exception in my experience, at the very least. Just how it is most of the time, and as such, this issue rings very true to me. Plus, the cartooning on Bear's many facial expressions is just sublime. The whole gamut of emotional expressions that he has during his scenes with Ziggy are awesome. They really are great. So this is another great issue. Next time, grin and bear it.